Hi everyone. Welcome to the session on how to succeed at the Africacomicade Game Jam 2022. It's really good to have you all here, and we would get started right away. And let me just share my screen, and please feel free to drop your comments, questions, and suggestions in the chat in the comment section, and we would get to answer them as well. Okay, all right then. I believe you all can see my screen as well, and we can get started. Awesome. So once again, it's really good to be here, and I trust we all are excited about the upcoming game jam at starting next week at Africacomicade. And please, if you haven't joined Discord, Discord is the place to be, as all events as it's happening would be on Discord. Okay, so first things first, if you're very new to game jams, it might feel a little bit strange as to what a game jam is. But a game jam is basically, let's say, a hackathon for game developers. And the interesting thing is, you don't necessarily have to be a game developer to participate in a game jam. A game jam is for everyone to showcase their skills. You could be an audio person, and you would be very, very resourceful during a game jam, as a game jam is focused on people bringing their different skill sets together and making a game. So, as an audio person, you could team up with a game developer, game programmer. As a design person, you could work on the arts for a particular game in the team you are. And a game jam basically allows people to come together with their different skill sets and create a game within a certain period of time. So for this year's game jam, it would be between Monday next week, which is the 12th of September, to the 17th of September. So between that period, you would be creating your games. So interestingly, for this year's game jam, we now have some jam sites where you can physically participate in the game jam. So if you are in some of our selected countries where we have jam sites, you can walk into some of these jam sites and participate and collaborate, meet with other people in that jam site as well. And one thing we're really focused on for this year is, even if you're working into jam sites, right, we want you to still collaborate with people outside your region. And that's one thing we really love with the Africacomicade community. We love the Pan-African collaboration between people, and we want to keep maintaining that. So if you're working on your games, please feel free to work with people outside your country. And for this year, for the games you will be submitting, we expect no team to have more than two people from the same country working together on a game. And this would be a very, very key prerequisite for judging the best games created during the game jam itself. So please ensure you collaborate with people outside your country, as this would open up new ways to collaborate together, and also to ideate, because your cultures are different, and that makes it very much interesting, as people can bring in different cultures into creating their games when they collaborate with people outside their country, right? So here here's the list of the game jam sites we have. We have the Adonian Africa Lab in Benin. So if you're in Benin, you can go over to the Adonian Africa Lab during the game jam week to participate. And also we have the Enter Africa Game Jam site in Tanzania. So please, if you're over there, you can join in and participate as well. We also have the computer clinic in Malawi where you can join in and participate. We also have Letty Art in Ghana where you can walk into the Letty Art studio to participate during the Game Jam week. And finally, in Nigeria, we have two Game Jam sites, the Nest Stop and the Imisi 3D Lab here in Nigeria. All right then. So those are some of the jam sites location that we have for this year, and hopefully over the couple of years that we run the game jam sites, we would have more jam site locations as well. All right then. So let's move to the game jam categories and prizes. This is quite an interesting one. So this year we don't just have one focus for the game jam. The game jam is actually split into three different sections. So we have the education jam, we have the themed game jam as well, which is based on the theme that you would be creating a game, and we have the AR VR jam that allows you to create AR VR experiences as well. All right then. So with these three, let's have a look at them one after the other. What exactly is the education jam? What does the theme jam contain? What are the prizes for these different categories? All right then. So the very first one is the education jam, and the education jam is really sponsored by Legends of Learning, and there is a prize pool of $1,200 to be won. And basically, the education jam involves you creating an education-based game following the requirements and guidelines provided by Legends of Learning. So with this, you'd be required to create an educational game based on a certain topic that is now used to teach, people that are going to be learning using your game. And the interesting thing is, once you work on that prototype during the jam, you have the opportunity to actually complete the game with Legends of Learning. So that's quite an interesting one for this year's game jam as well. So please feel free to participate in that. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in the comments as well. And next thing, the next game jam we have is the themed game jam as well. So it has a $500 prize pool. And on Monday, the theme of the game jam would be announced. So participants are expected to create games based on that theme. And at the end of the game jam, after submissions, the games would be judged and the winners would be announced. All right then. So that's basically it for the game jam theme. So look out for the game jam theme announcement on Monday. And with that, it takes us to the final section of the jam, which is the AR VR jam. And this is focused more on AR VR creative. So if you're looking at creating an AR experience or VR experience, please feel free to participate in the AR VR jam as well. We have quite a number of prizes to be won here, courtesy of SecuStream and SwiftXR. SwiftXR is an AR VR no-code creation tool that allows you to create AR experiences without having to write code on the web. And also, SecuStream is an AR VR online bootcamp that's provided us some resources to share with the winners of this AR VR jam. So you will be getting access to free C# resources at the end of the jam as well. So please feel free to participate in any of the categories that we have planned out for you. And that's like a quick rundown of some of the categories we have. And then next, let's go to the rules and maybe some of the frequently asked questions. And if you have any as well, please feel free to drop them in the comments. So the very first one is for collaboration. We don't want more than two people from the same country on one team. So the maximum you can have for one country on the same team is two people. So that's very, very important as we want to push for collaboration this game jam. So it's really, really important. And also, from now on, we would be forming a team, and this would be happening via Discord. So on the Gameathon 22 channel on Discord, please feel free to reach out to people and see how you can form teams as well. And forming teams is already open up. Everyone can start forming teams via the Discord channel. And please feel free to form your teams and get people from different backgrounds, people with diverse skill sets, people with different skill sets. Don't just look at the development side of it, look at the fun side, the creative side as well. So find that team balance within the team you're forming for the game jam as well. And also, collaboration is key. Ensure you collaborate with people from different aspects of the game development spectrum. Don't just focus on people who are core gameplay programmers or people who are game designers. Look out for people who work on sounds, people who do storytelling as well. Ensure there is a balance within the team, and this would definitely provide a much more interesting and beautiful experience for people creating these games. And with that, that's a quick run through of some of the things you need to succeed at the game jam. And also, lastly, we have learning resources available for people that will be participating in the game jam. So over the past week, we've had different sessions on games, AR, VR, animation. So you can head over to our YouTube channel. The link will be dropped in the comments. Let me see if I can get that for us. And this basically takes you to a playlist with all the workshop sessions that we've had over the past week. Some of them include how to use Buildbox, how to use the Godot engine, how to create VR experiences, how to use SwiftXR for AR experiences as well, how to build games using Unity, how to use Unreal Engine, and so much more. So please feel free to make use of that. And other learning resources as well would be shared via the Discord channel. So please look out for that. And really hope you all have a successful game jam this year. And if there are any questions at all, please feel free to ask them. And with that, we will just wait a little while. If there are no questions at all, and that's certainly fine. So how do we work with the submissions? So for submissions, it would be at the end of the game jam, which is the coming weekend, right? So after teams have been formed, you would be required to submit your team names, right? After submitting your team names, your team members, at the end of the game jam itself, you'll be required to submit your game along with your team members' information, credits, whichever thing you would be submitting as well. And also, we would be having daily check-ins with the different teams to help out if any issues you're facing. We would be available on the Discord channel to, help out with that. And if there's still any questions at all, please feel free to post them in the Discord channel, the Game Marathon 22 Discord channel. We would be happy to answer that as well. And with that, we've come to the end of the session. So we can quickly do a recap of what we've learned so far. So first things first, we all know what a game jam is right now. And for the game jam sites, here is a list of all the game jam sites that we have currently. We have Adunian Africa Lab in Benin. We have the Enter Africa Jam site in Tanzania. We have the Computer Clinic in Malawi. We have the Letiat Studio in Ghana. We have Nestub and Imisi 3D Lab here in Nigeria. Awesome. So also for the prizes and the categories, we have three major categories: the Education Jam, the Themed Game Jam, and the AR VR Jam. And for the Education Jam, we have $1,200 to be won based on an educational game that you create, following the requirements and guidelines provided by Legends of Learning. And also we have the Themed Game Jam, which is to be announced on Monday. So the theme for the game jam would be announced on Monday, so game developers can get started with creating their games. And we have a $500 prize pool for that as well. And finally, we have the AR VR Jam, which has over $1,000 worth of prizes to be won, from SwiftXR deployment credits to C# courses via Circuit Stream. And with all this, I believe we all are ready and raring to go and participate in the game jam. So please also make use of the learning resources available on YouTube and the ones that would be shared in the Discord channel as well. And with that, thank you all so much. Do have a great game jam. Bye, everyone.